things really. We can't rely on no traffic. If you don't have traffic, you just can't make it work.
Okay. So Hongkiat mentioned, it's not just about the amount of traffic coming to your site, but it's also getting the click-through rates, right? So can you share with us, what sort of like influences the click-through rates? Is it really the design, or is it the placement of the ads? What do you think?
Well, like I said, it's probably bigger factor of the niche. Let's say if it's me, I'm in a design, so I probably stand a better chances of finding advertisers who are doing templates, who are doing conversion of PSD to HTML, tutorial and stuff. So people who are doing, say, finance, they will know to advertise on my site. It's more of the niche thing than placement.
Yeah.
Besides the niche topic, profitable topic, niche is not enough. You need the niche topic to be profitable. It can be sell. People have products to sell for that topic, like design. So they have the design services.
So is WordPress a profitable niche?
WordPress is good.
Okay, not bad, right?
And I want to talk about the for the essence as something. The placement and the colors is very important. It's best if it blends well with your design and it looks like the content.
Okay, all right. Okay, we'll leave it there. James, do you have any thoughts on placement and optimizing click-through?
Yeah, it does make a big difference. I think my advice would be that you focus on traffic first, placement later, because if you clog up your whole blog with a whole bunch of really intrusive ads, nobody's going to want to read it, and I guess very selective placement is very important.
Okay. So there's a balance here. I'm hearing there's a balance. We need to balance the amount of ads that we have on the site as well as the placement, and at the same time, you mentioned that the design of the ads should match the content. Are you saying that you are hoping that people make a mistake and click on the wrong thing?
That's not a mistake. If the ads blend well with your design, the ads will look like part of your content. The overall page will look good, will be beautiful. And that will certainly increase the click-through rate. We don't cheat on the CTR.
Okay. And I guess as a follow-up question as well, is like, how much is too much? You mentioned that we have to do a balance, but when is it too much ads? When do you know that it's too much already?
Well, I personally have something against pop-ups and pop-unders. I also don't like ads which has audio, which if you don't hover it, it just comes out on the screen. Okay. Interstitial ads, I think it's very obtrusive, but they are nevertheless the highest paid. So at some point, I think you might want, even then also you might want to have a balance of that, one or two of these, if you pay the right price on these.
Depending on the layout, 70-30 or 80-20 would be just nice.
Okay. So 70-30 or 80-20. The 70 and 80% is content and
the ads.
Okay. Write that down. 70% ads, 20% content. Okay. All right. So that's great. And then now I just want to ask you, because you mentioned that traffic is a big correlation to the revenue. So how do you balance, the building a community of loyal readers versus trying to monetize that community? Because if like you mentioned, too many ads, so this person doesn't want to come back, right? So how do you balance that, making loyal readers?
Well, for me, I think there's two ways. Firstly, I encourage most people to subscribe to the RSS feed. The RSS feed has little or no ads, so if you're a loyal reader, you want to keep up the news or whatever, you feel free to subscribe to get no ads. I also use a WordPress plugin called Who Sees Ads. So it only serves up ads to selected people. So if you were to actually type in my address and you read the latest post, you won't see any ads. If you were to come in by a search engine and you get into one of the really old posts or whatever, you're probably not my loyal reader, you came in through a search engine, so I'll give you ads. So that way I reward my loyal readers by not showing them too many ads, and those people who happen to come other ways, if you're not my loyal reader, I give you ads, I get money from you. That's how it works.
Actually, I don't care much on these things. Because if they are your loyal readers, right, I mean, they will understand that you will need money to fund the site, to run the site.
Okay.
As long as it's not too much, they will understand. So, of course, I'll find ways to reward loyal readers by talking to sponsors or people who want to advertise on the site. Then I'll probably tell them, hey, do you want to run a contest on the site? Then that's the way I reward readers, by giving them freebies.
Yeah, I tried to win a few freebies off their sites before. You?
Besides their answers, when the blog is, when I hack my own blog, then I know it's too many hassles. So I will review from time to time. I see my own blogs as other blogs. If I see, hey, this one so many eggs, then I will remove some to make the balance.
Okay, alright. So that's fantastic advice. If you hate the design of your own site, that means it's too many ads. Fantastic advice. Please do that. Okay, let's switch gears a bit now, and I want to ask you, who are some of your favorite pro bloggers, right? So people like Darren Rouse, David Ricey, stuff like this. People who you have looked to for inspiration to learn to grow your blog to where it is.
Actually, I think it would be Liu was one of the first few people.
Wow.
No, because he went pro and just as when he was starting out and things like that. But again, the idea here was never to make to become a full-time blogger. It was never to make a lot of money from the blog or anything. I personally started the blog because I enjoyed writing about technology and sharing stuff.
Okay.
So that's about it lah. But yeah, I mean, I like all these tech blogs like TechCrunch, Mashable. I've known a guy named Ibeck who started a tech blog called Made Use Of, and now it's grown to a huge, gigantic site. And I think he's done it all based on passion. Now he's got like 20 writers, and it's like delivering really solid stuff and really helping a lot of people on the web. And I think that's a good direction to go.
Okay. Okay.
I agree with James. Ibeck of Made Use Of, Michael Arrington of TechCrunch, Pete Cashmore of Mashable,
Okay.
Vitally Fragment of Smashing Magazine.
Right. Of course.
But of course, our local first pro blogger.
There's a lot of love for this year. Romance.
I don't have specific who get tips from for. I get all the tips from the internet, from you or your place, your blog. I always surfing around. I subscribe a lot of those SEO, those X network, their blog, and I just feed myself all the time.
Okay, all right, that's great. That's very interesting to know. Now I want to ask you, what do you think was the one thing that each of you did to grow your site to where it is today? I mean, was it by focusing on traffic, by focusing on content, by what was the one thing that you did to start with you?
Fire my boss. Yeah, that's good. After I quit my job, I got a lot more time to focus on my blog. Then from that time, it started growing rapidly.
Okay, all right.
I think that would be consistency.
Consistency.
Yeah, because I see a lot of people who start great, but they just stop halfway because their main focus is looking for money. If they fail looking for money, they stop. So it's like a very wasted thing that they stop. It's the consistency.
And James?
Yeah, I think consistency and also sticking to your niche. Not writing about everything under the sun, but speaking a topic you really like and just going for it. But I think getting my own domain name was